Our next guest is a very courageous mom who's bringing about awareness about the dangers to distracted driving decisions. It's very important. So I'd like to welcome Living 757, Tammy McGee. What's going on, Tammy?
Great. Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, you know what? And I'm sorry, I forgot to welcome Keeper as
Keeper.
well. I don't know if we can get Keeper, the service dog. He is so cool, and we'll get to him in a second. But you're the co-founder or the founder of Gweedo Memorial, I believe it's Gweedo Memorial Foundation.
Correct, yes,
right.
sir.
So can you talk about the mission and also what led to you starting that foundation?
Well, tragically, this isn't a story of fairy tales and Snow White. And my son was killed by a distracted driver in 2019. So it was homecoming night. He hopped into the car with the student who had just transferred to our school. Come to find out after the fact, the student did not have a driver's license and was driving underage, driving recklessly. That night when they left the dance, he ran off the road, lost control of the car, hit a tree, flipped the car, and he killed all three of them instantly on homecoming night. Certainly not the night that we were hoping, you know, for our son. But yes, he tragically has lost his life due to distracted driving.
Wow.
We are so sorry for your loss, Tammy, and you know, you and I, we can feel your pain. I know that can be something that you would never imagine that happened that night. Now, we love what you've been doing. To be honest, I'm very encouraged by you. Now, what kind of person was Connor?
Connor was the light of obviously my life, right? But just the pictures of him and the joy that he brought to everyone around him. It was his mission to make everybody laugh. And I have no idea where he got that from. Really, I don't. I don't consider myself a funny person, but he really wanted to make people laugh. And so you'd find him in the cafeteria doing pull-ups or running around the field doing jumping jacks, just anything to make people laugh. He was truly just an amazing, amazing son.
We are seeing some pictures right now. Oh my God, so beautiful
you know,
pictures.
And so now we've got this beautiful service dog here. Tell us the backstory of this service dog. This is Keeper, right? Finders?
Yes,
is it Finders Keeper?
Well, you know, everybody.
He's chilling and resting. He's like, don't bother me, please.
He's right where he needs to be at his mom's foot, which is great. But my son was a goalkeeper, and he lived to play soccer. He was passionate as a goalie, and that's all he wanted to do. From the time he woke up to the time he went to bed was play soccer. And so when he passed, obviously, Keeper was an important name for us. Because on the field it was, hey, I got it, keep. And so we named him Keeper. And we've had him he was born a week after Connor was killed.
Well, now, I do have to add, too, I mean, you've been extremely busy since the passing of your son, and, I mean, you've gotten some bills passed in the state of Virginia. Talk to us about that. That's cool.
It is cool. You know, it's doing the work, right? It was lay down and die or stand up and fight, and so we decided to stand up and fight. So we did pass 2 bills here in the state of Virginia, one directly aimed at teen safety on campus when they're driving a vehicle in a parking lot, and then the other one directed at parents. We really know that parents are critical in the role of teen safe driving. That's who we learn from, right? From growing age, you know, to driving age. So if you're getting in the front seat and you're not wearing your seatbelt and you're texting and you're eating, your child's likely going to do the same thing. So we definitely want to make sure that we involve parents, and that second bill was aimed at directly that, a 90-minute parent teen safe driving course here in Virginia.
I love that. Actually, you also create a website that says, if you see something, say something. Just talk about that.
Yes. So what we found out after my son was killed were the things that were so disheartening, right? We found out the driver was unlicensed. He was underage. He'd been bragging on social media, posting on it. So everyone on his social media saw these posts about him saying, I don't care if you like how fast I drive or not, that's just how I drive. So that led me to think to myself, teenagers need a voice, right? I remember in 1986, way back when I was in high school, nobody wanted to speak up and be a rat or a snitch, right?
Maybe they were afraid to be snitched, like I just said.
Well, you think it's any different today? Now they have cell phones and you can get ostracized on social media before you leave the classroom. So nobody's going to speak up. So we created this website to give teenagers a voice to speak up anonymously without any fear of retaliation whatsoever.
Now that is what you call making an impact, and I believe what you are doing, I think, you know, our viewers and moms as well, and parents, and so thank you so much for the courageousness that you have shown, and for sharing your story. And we do have your info up on the screen where people can go to get more information about you guys.
Well, we certainly appreciate being here and the time that you've taken to raise awareness to this. With Memorial Day to Labor Day is the 100 deadliest days of summer. We've started a new campaign to make it the 100th safest days of summer. So we want parents to engage with their teenagers, bring up that tough subject of making sure you put your phone down, you buckle up, you make sure that you don't have too many passengers in the car. It's not just drinking and driving anymore. Distracted driving comes in all different forms
Can
these
be
days.
in different.
The dangers of distracted driving decisions.
True.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tammy,
Great.
for your time. Thank you. Well,
Thank
now
you.
we have to go to commercial break, but right after that, we have more Living 757, so stay with us.
Keep her.
Keep her.